All right, so pretty, it is dark outside. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. Um, and I'm tired. And from the time I got to California, I'll share this with you guys. Been up and down emotionally. It's been a rough trip. So much. There's like ups, downs, left, right, and I'm like, man, I'm trying to shake this thing off, just my body. So the one thing I'll tell you is, whenever you find yourself in a negative space, a lot of people don't think that I get negative, but you always have that conversation with yourself. First thing you got to remember is you're the one that's talking to yourself. So whatever you tell yourself, that's what you're gonna believe. So if I tell myself that I don't feel well and I'm not happy and I don't think that, and you start going in that direction, your brain will say, yeah, you're right. So the one thing that I'm always big on, my wife, who best friend, she would always say, whenever we try to find parking in our area where we live, let's say we park car, I'll always say, man, listen, just park the car in the parking lot, or I'll just park wherever. She's the type of person where she says, I'm gonna find parking on the right side. I'm gonna find parking. So she puts that energy out there, and even though it's a simple, um, small gesture, it's a big one because if you carry that throughout life, where you just portray what you want, the positive that you want, it's gonna come back. So sometimes when I catch myself in that space for various reasons, that's what happens. So within the last 24 hours, a couple people have actually hit me up, and they've gone through some negative times in their life. So it's so funny, right? We're all going through something negative. Some people have lost their jobs. Some people have lost family members. And I'm able to say this because the friend of mine, he did allow me to. Some people lost, loved ones. Hold on a second here. This is, there we go. Yep. That is, I had set a alarm to tell me just start moving. So what happens there is I said, I got to switch up my whole routine. I got to change up everything. Because I have to change my state. I got to change the energy. I have to be. I want to get back to it. So I started. This is yesterday now, and from the time I got here, even though I've been feeling a certain way, I've just been nice to people, right? And it's important that you always remember that those people have nothing to do with me. Okay, those people didn't, they if they're coming to me with good energy, I'm gonna feed off that good energy. And I realized that what's been helping me through this trip is the random nice people that I've met, that their energy helped me. So it's important to understand that the people around you also will determine your energy too. So when I needed to pull from somewhere, because the typical source where I pull it from, my family, New York, just those things that I have around me that allows me to get through the day, they were not there. They're not here. So it's I was pulling from, like, I don't know where to pull from. But then I made some adjustments right away. Boom. Saw some good friends. Uh, that energy I was able to pull from. And I just kept saying, something's got to happen because I'm not enjoying my trip here in California. And I was finding myself finding all the reasons why I don't like California. And it's something that I tell people to do, that sometimes, I'm human, I'll forget too. I started just saying the opposite of what the negative was in my brain. I said, let me just find solutions to this. So as I'm out, I met a server at the restaurant in the hotel I'm staying, and I met two other guys yesterday, and all exotic car lovers. How crazy is that? And we start talking, and there was already a couple reasons why I'm here, but a couple of the guys like, hey, we're supposed to do a rally this morning, this, that, and the third, and I was getting up to go to that rally, and then I was like, this is when I was yesterday, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, but I'm like, you know what? Do that all the time. So I'm in California. What do people in California do? And I learned that there is a huge exotic car um, family, if you will, out here in California, and I heard of it, didn't know it was that big, and then the gentleman, the server, the manager, he was pretty much everything. I'm talking about you, Brandon. He was doing everything, so he could have been the owner. But his love for Cars 2 came out, and he just reconfirmed the event that they had here. So I, text a couple of the guys, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna be stopping by there first." So I said, I gotta go take some time to try to take in something from California. And a couple people told me a couple things. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a way. This is what I did. I used to do this a while ago, but I'm very rare do I find myself in this space where I'm like, man, I need to pull from somewhere else. I go back to nature. I know it's going to sound like, what? Yep. I go back to nature. I have always been big on just finding quiet times. When I used to live in close to a beach, I used to get up this early and just drive out to the beach real quick and just catch a moment and just try to come back to earth in the sense of remembering that I don't have time to be negative. I'm only here on this earth for a period of time. When I look at nature, I always say to myself, and I remember that nature is going to outlast me. So I take time, allows me to just look at the greatness of nature. I look at beaches. Water is amazing to me, and it's also terrifying to me because of the power and things like that. So I think I found a cool situation, and I'm hoping you guys enjoy it. And for those of you that are watching this, if you negative spaces, you don't know what to do, start with the conversation you're going to have in your head. But we're going to continue this over there, and we're going to see where we get this done. And let's see if I can't make this. No. I'm going to make this as if I was back home. Watch. And that's the beauty of it, is that you can create. You are the creator of your own world. So I came to California. I don't have, like, in this particular area, I don't have any of my friends over here, so on and so forth. And I do what I tell people to do. Find an event with people who have the same interests you have, and go make some friends and watch what happens. And just so you know, this event is free that I found, and a lot of people are going to be surprised because people always complain about, I don't have money, I don't have this, how am I going to do this event? I said, keep thinking like that and you'll never do it. Start looking for the solution. Don't be a crier. Don't talk about all the stuff you can't do. Nobody cares about that. You're the only ones that are trying to make people care about it. You only want people to buy in to what it is you can or can't do. Start focusing in on the solution to the problem. So we're going to get out of here. I'm going to go try to find it. A little different video. We're just going to try to find it. We're going to continue this there and see where we end up. So let's see where we go. Nature.
Find what you're looking for when you stop looking. All of your exes with lessons in. Don't talk about them again, you keep on settling. Wonder if love is a pain or the medicine. You never let it in. Well, I guess that you're right, but Vegas been never my type. And I didn't build up this wall overnight. See, I wanted more than just lust for the night. Then you came in my life. You're different than them. I'm used to them playing pretend. I'm used to you're only a friend. Felt deep in each letter you send. I'm questioning loving again. I'm questioning when it will end. Then till I break it, my heart don't break even. I want this for longer than only a season. And you didn't break me. You came to pick up the pieces. No, you never hear it, but you is who I believe in. No one ever perfect, but you are perfect to me. And lately I'm believing in love. You are the reason. I'm talking to my angels above. Wish you could meet him, wish I could see him one more day. Just to hear his voice tell me everything is okay. Just to show him that his son is here, folk and to change. And hear him laugh when I tell him about the stories we made, pretending like I'm okay. I'm broken and you know it. Building Holding up a wall and never show it. Grabbing on my face, told me focus. You're not the only one that's been broken. I'm hoping you open up. I thought what? Thinking that I'm always hoping, but I realize I've been swollen shut. There's more to us, there's more to love than surface. Lost the surface front, and tonight I might spill my guts. She said,
we are here. I want to say hello to nature. Look at this. This is awesome. So as I was continuing what I was saying, it's crazy because we can forget about stuff like this. Great views, stuff that's free. You don't got to pay for everything. And you can change your state of a day in a second, and it's on you how you handle it. It's so funny, right? I'm up. Like I said, I wasn't feeling good, and I just changed my energy. I get up, I'm out here, and while I'm out here, my wife calls me. She knows we're connected like that. But yeah, so this is just a great view. While I take this all in, like I said, this is my way of getting to always come back and stay in a state of gratitude, and just remember, like, you know what? No matter how bad you think it is, it could be worse. But yeah, so just being out here is just amazing. I mean, these views are crazy. So I'm gonna take a few minutes to meditate, get my mind right, refocus, and then I'm gonna jump into the madness. So when you can't find time, you make time. It's something I want you guys to remember. When you're saying to yourself you don't have time, that means that you don't respect your own time. You always have time. You should always have time for yourself, because you are the captain of that ship. And if you can't drive that ship, nobody else will. So what you got to do is remember that and just stay focused on it. Take 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Wake up an hour earlier. You don't need sleep that bad. You've stayed up later for other things that didn't benefit you. So why not just take a couple minutes out, get up an hour earlier, whatever it is, and then go get your mind right before you give it to everybody else.